it's Stephanie from the Learning Bar. I'm here again today to read another book with you. Today's book is called Coyote's Trick, and it's a great book. The illustrations are wonderful. It's a lot of fun. Before we start this book, I want to ask some questions, and I want you to think about it while I'm reading this story, and then we'll talk about it when I'm finished. One of the questions I want to ask is, where does the story happen? And how do you know this? The next question, when does the story happen? What time of day is it? What is the problem in the story? There is a problem. Most stories do have a problem that need to be solved. So what is the problem in this story, and why is it a problem? What is the solution to the problem, and how is it fixed? So think about that, please, while I read this book with you. Thanks. Coyote's Trick by Robert Cutting. Art by Ken Turner. I love the illustrations. When you look on the front cover, you can see 3 animals. And you can see the coyote right up there, hiding behind the tree. So Coyote's Trick. It looks like the animals are sleeping. Let's see. Coyote's Trick. Coyote liked to play tricks. He played tricks on everyone. One day, he saw Owl, Bear, and Squirrel. "I'm going to play a trick on them," he said. And you can see from this picture that they are in fact sleeping. Right by that tree. See the Z's coming out? Coyote took Owl's glasses. He took Bear's fishing pole. He took Squirrel's fishing net. Then he ran away and hid. And there again you can see him carefully taking the glasses off of Owl, grabbing Bear's fishing pole, and taking Squirrel's net. Soon, Owl, Bear, and Squirrel woke up. They looked around. Where are my glasses?" asked Owl. "Where is my fishing pole?" asked Bear. "Where's my fishing net?" asked Squirrel. Just then, Coyote stepped out from the bushes. He had a big grin on his face. "Our things are gone," said Bear. "Can you help us find them?" Coyote sighed. "I wish I could help, but I'm going to fly my kite." And then Owl says, "I think I know who took our things," said Owl. So look at that. Coyote took their things and then wasn't going to help them. Playing a trick on them to see what they will do. Later that day, Owl, Bear, and Squirrel saw Coyote. His kite was stuck in a tree. "Can you help me?" cried Coyote. The friends had an idea. "I wish I had my glasses," said Owl. "Then I could see where your kite is." "I wish I had my fishing pole," said Bear. "Then I could use it to shake the branch." "I wish I had my fishing net," said Squirrel. "Then I could catch the kite when it falls from the tree." They're smart, aren't they? So what are they doing with Coyote? I think they're trying to trick Coyote into giving their things back to them. Coyote had an idea. "Wait here," he said. The animals waited. Coyote returned with his arms full of their things. "My glasses!" cried Owl. "My fishing pole!" cried Bear. "My fishing net!" cried Squirrel. "Thank you, Coyote." They're all very happy because they got their things back. The 3 friends worked together. Soon the kite popped out of the tree. "My kite, thank you," said Coyote. He looked down. "I have something to tell you," he said. "I took your things. I was playing a trick on you." He looks kind of upset. He looks like he feels badly. He feels bad about taking the animals' things. But he returned them, so that's good. The 3 friends looked at Coyote. "It's okay, Coyote. We knew you had them. We tricked you into giving them back," said Owl. Coyote smiled. "Well done. You tricked the trickster. Now let's go fly my kite, friends." And that is what they did. Oops. And that's great. That's great they forgave Coyote, and that's great that they're friends. Teachings from Turtle Island. Forgiveness. Forgiveness means letting go of angry feelings towards another person. Forgiveness means understanding when someone makes a mistake. In this story, Coyote plays a trick on Owl, Bear, and Squirrel, but they trick him right back. In the end, the animals forgive Coyote for taking their things and help him get his kite back. Coyote forgives them for tricking him too, and the friends fly Coyote's kite together. This story takes place in the Plains. The Plains is a large region that runs through the center of North America, from Manitoba to the Rocky Mountains, all the way down to Texas. In this story, Coyote is a trickster. Many Aboriginal peoples have stories about tricksters. For example, the peoples of the West Coast tell stories about Raven, and the peoples of the East Coast tell stories about Coyote. Coyote is found in Aboriginal stories throughout North America. Now remember those questions we talked about at the beginning, where I asked, where does this story happen? And how do you know? Well, where does the story happen? It looks like it happens outdoors in the woods. And how do we know? We can see the trees. We don't see any houses or other buildings, but we see trees. We see that they're in front of a lake or a river. So this story happens outside, and we can tell that from the surroundings. When does this story happen? And how do we know that? Well, the story happens during the day. How do we know that? It's light out. We can see in every picture that it's bright. The sky isn't dark. So it happens during the daytime. What is the problem? Well, the problem is that Coyote took his friends' things when they were sleeping, and when they woke up, they didn't know where they were, and they asked Coyote about them. So that is the problem, that Coyote was playing a trick on his friends. I don't think his friends appreciated it very much. So what is the solution? What was the solution in this story? Well, actually, the solution happened because Coyote developed a problem by getting his kite stuck in a tree. So the solution was the three friends decided to help Coyote once he returned their things. So they tricked him as well. And it did work out okay because they forgave each other and they continued to be good friends. So you can ask lots of questions about stories. Any story you read or hear, you can ask questions. Where did it happen? When did it happen? What was the problem? Who was in the story? And you can even talk about what you liked about the story, what you didn't like about the story, and why. There's lots of different things you can do with stories. I hope you liked it. Thanks. See you again soon. Bye.